Have you memorized what MODOK stands for instance?
Of course, mechanized organism designed only for killing.
Hi, Kathryn. Thanks for chatting with Narcity. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, no problem. Listen, happy birthday to start.
Thank you.
I got to say, every time my birthday comes up, I always like to look back and think of how the year went. Yours has been bigger than maybe most.
Yes.
How has life changed over the last year?
I was looking at my birthday picture from last year and I'm on my couch, totally broken out, bad hair, but I do have a crown on my head. So, not much has changed. No, my life is, it's really good right now. I'll never forget this birthday. It's really special to be here talking about this movie. I love this movie. So I've wished to be in a Marvel movie on many birthdays.
Well, now you are here. And I'm curious, you're now an action figure. What's it like to be an action figure? Because you've been in all these movies, but...
Oh my gosh. It's a dream come true to be an action figure. I need that action figure. It's also really funny because she's really big and Ant-Man's really small. Not gonna lie, the first time we opened it with Paul and Evangeline and Jonathan was on a press day in New York, and we looked at it and they just looked at me and they were like, the next one will look more like you. And I was like, I know, why doesn't it look like me? But maybe that's what I look like. I don't know. It's still really cool.
Well, and how are you adapting to the geekiness of all of it? I mean, have you memorized what MODOK stands for instance?
Of course, mechanized organism designed only for killing. But I don't know. I think that there's a limitless encyclopedia, which is great as an actor to be able to dive into all of this history of your character and where she could go. But the Marvel movies are so different than anything I've ever done before. The limit does not exist to who your character could be. So the biggest thing that I'm learning about the Marvel MCU is the fandom, and I was part of a big fandom from Supernatural, and I love them, and they've been with me since then. But this fandom is huge. I've been to premieres before that are big, but never for my movie. And this one was they were knocking over the barricades. They were so excited. There were people dressed as Cassie Lang, and I was like, yeah, this is different. This is different. So I'm really hopeful that they love Cassie and they know that I loved making this movie and that nobody in the world would have enjoyed it and had as much fun doing it than me.
Well, and I heard that you were instrumental in bringing someone else on board with this, and I'm wondering if there's a golf connection with getting Bill Murray to be part of it.
I know. You're welcome. Bill Murray's in this movie because of me. I don't know. I think that he would have been in the movie anyway, even if he didn't know me, because I think he loved, the movie. But we did play golf together, and I was playing with Jordan Spieth, and I was, trying to be cool and be like, look at me, I'm a good golfer, but I'm also a superhero. It's no big deal. And then a couple months later, Bill Murray called my mom, and my mom was like, I have Bill Murray for you. And he was like, I think I want to join the MCU. I wanted to ask your permission if I could be a part of your movie. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. Maybe you should call anybody else and ask them. And he told me he was meeting with the director. So I think he had an offer, but Michael Douglas is a big golfer too. And we didn't play golf together because I was like, sorry, Bill, I'm too tired. So I think he was really sad that we didn't play golf. But we played together in Scotland when the movie was over.
Oh, that's not bad.
No.
And finally, I just want to ask, the size changing thing is so fun in this movie, but I'm curious, if you could bring it into real life and apply it to your dogs, would you make them bigger or smaller?
Oh my gosh. Well, I have all three sizes. I have little, medium, and large. So I might make my little one even smaller and my big one even bigger, just to see what that's like when we're sleeping. They already take up the whole bed, but I would probably make all of them huge.
I'd like to see Godzilla-sized.
Godzilla-sized poodle. I don't know why I didn't think of that. It's a great idea. I always say pizza, that I'd make pizza really big, but poodles are the obvious choice.
All right, Kathryn, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our Narcity channel to see more great content.